Hello students, I'm your English teacher Manpreet Kaur, and in this video lesson we are going to discuss the first poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear. It is written by Rabindranath Tagore. He was a Bengali writer, an Indian writer, an educator and a social reformist. He also won the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1913. And let me tell you something about this poem. This poem's original name is Prarthana or a prayer. So we know that prayer is done by us to God. When we seek something, when we seek His blessings, so we always perform a prayer. And this poem was written in around 1900 when India, our country, was under British rule. And also, this poem was originally composed in Bengali language by the writer, and later on, he himself translated it into English. So, let us start with the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So let's analyze this poem line to line. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. So here the poet, he praised God that India should be such a country which should be free from the British rule, and where the mind of the people is without fear, without any fear, without slavery, without oppression, and their head is held high. Means the people should become fearless, the people should become self dignified, knowledgeable, truthful, hardworking, and broad minded. So, this is the picture of India which is there in the mind of Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore. At that time, when India was under British rule, he wanted that his people should be, their minds should be without fear, and they should be able to hold their head high in the society. But at that time, the people were oppressed. Where knowledge is free, where everyone should get the knowledge, where education is for all, where all the students, where all the people, those who want to get education, they should learn freely from nature and surroundings. Then, third line, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. Tagore hopes, he wishes, and he prays God that there should be the world, there should be the the place India. It should not be broken up into fragments, into small pieces by narrow domestic walls, by the walls which are created by us, the walls of caste, the walls of gender discrimination, the walls of racial discrimination. So Tagore prays God that there should be no walls of race, there should be no wall of gender discrimination and caste in his country. All people should be one. They must be united together and live like brothers and sisters. Where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. Then, here in these lines, the poet says that the India should become such a place where words uttered by the people, they should come from their heart, from within their heart, the people should be very truthful. And where the people should be working hard day and night, where tireless striving means, where the people should keep on working hard without getting tired, and they should work towards perfection. They must be working hard, they must be working day and night, burning the midnight oil so that they can become perfect. Then the next line, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. Here the poet says that he want the people, people of his country, they should be they should be not superstitious. So here, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way, here the thought of reasoning is compared to a stream, clear stream, like a, a clean river which is flowing. So obviously here it is a metaphor which is used. So here he says that the thinking of the people should be pure, it should keep on moving, it should not be stagnant, it should not stop. Okay, so he says that people should not be superstitious. They must be logical, they must be creative, they must be analytical, they must have a reason to believe something. And he says, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. So, dreary here is dull and not interesting. So, the people should not become dull. Okay, they should be logical, they should be creative, and they should not be dumb and deaf towards the things happening around. They must be such logical that they find a reason after everything. Where the mind is led forward by thee, here thee means God. So he prays that the country, the place which he wants in his dreams, the place where he want to live, or he talks about India, a place where he lives at present, at that time when the poem is written. So he says that the mind of the people should be molded according to you. They should have strong belief in God, into ever widening thought and action. The people must be having wider thoughts and they must be doing the correct actions. They must be positive, they must be optimistic. Into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. So, here in the last line, Tagore prays God that into that heaven of freedom, in that place, like if the people will start being optimistic, obviously that place is going to turn into heaven. Okay, in heaven only there are the people, those who are not having any fear. They are under the guidance of God. So he says that India should also be turned by God into the heaven of freedom. My Father, here is God. Let my country awake. So let my country awake from what? Awake from ignorance, awake from prejudices, and they should awake from the evils. So, all in all, in this poem, the writer prays to God and he asks God that India should be away from the British rule. Our people should become free, they should no more be slaves, they should not have fear, and they should start now thinking in an optimistic way. They should start educating themselves, get knowledge, and turn India into a heaven of freedom. So, this is the prayer which Tagore makes so that India should be a free country. Now, let us talk about some of the literary devices. So, one is already there on your screen, the clear stream of reason. Here, the flow of reason is compared to a stream, a river. Then, The second one is the dreary desert sand of dead habit. So the dead habit is compared to the dreary desert sand where the place has become barren, okay, where there is no growth. And the third metaphor which is used is heaven of freedom. So heaven of freedom is his country, India. So this is a metaphor for the country, India. And then in some of the lines, we also find alliteration, that is the repetition of the consonant sounds. So, for instance, in the second line, head is held high. So, here alliteration, H sound is repeated. Then the next is dreary desert sand of dead habit. So, in this particular line also, so D sound, here again D sound, then dead habit. So here also alliteration is used where D sound, D sound is repeated, which is alliteration. So I hope that you have understood the poem well. So thank you for being such a nice audience. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.